Hello dear students, today we are going to start with a new lesson, chapter 13, sound. Sound is a very well known word which is all one aware about that the word sound. In our day to day life also we hear about the word sound. So in today's class you will be able to learn what is the sound exactly, how sound is produced, what are the necessary conditions to produce the sound, what are the vibrations and what are the waves. So let's start with this. In school, there are the maximum 7 or 8 periods daily, right? So first period is going on, then the second is started, then the third is then third started. So how could you come to know that the first period is over and the second period is come on? Now the lockdown period is there, so the schools and colleges are closed. But when you used to go to the school at that time, how could you know that the first period is over? Now the second period is started. Yes, exactly. The bell gets ring, right? When the bell gets ring, at that time it creates a one type of a sound. So you can hear this sound and you can able to recognize that the this period is over and the another one period is going on, right? Similarly, how could you also know that the someone is came at your doorstep? Either he or she knock the door or they can press the bell which is kept outside the door. And also they create a one type of a sound to recognize it, to inform you, right? So in our day-to-day life, there are so many examples which create such type of a sound to inform us, to give us some type of the information by creating the some type of sound, or we are able to inform or we are able to learn what exactly going on there with the help of this sound. So exactly what is the sound now? So the sound is nothing but the form of a energy that produces sensation of hearing. Okay, it is a one type of the sensation. We cannot touch the sound, we are not able to see the sound, but we can sense it with our sensory organ, with our sense organ called the ear, right? So with the help of the ear we are able to hear the sound. Right now I am speaking, okay, I am teaching, means my sound is able to means you are able to sense my sound, right? So this is the one type of the sensation. My sound is not visible, right? My sound is not we not touch the sound, okay, but we are able to sense it, right? So it is a one type of the sensation of hearing. It is a form of the energy. In our day to day life we have a lot of examples of this sound. Okay, it plays in a very important role in our life. Similar, for example, when you clap your hands together, right? When if there is someone's birthday is there, when you want to congratulate to someone, at that time we clap our hands. What happens when we clap the hands together? At that time, it creates a sound. It informs to someone that yeah, they are clapping, means they congratulate us, they wish us. Right, so it creates a sound. Similarly, when you slam the door of the car, at that time it also creates a one type of the sound. So you are able to know that someone's car is there, someone's vehicle is there, that they creating, they are slamming the door of the car. So also for communication also, okay, the friends making gossips too much, okay, they communicate with each other too much. So at that time the sound play an important role in that. So in our day to day life the sound is a very important role. Now each and every object, okay, not each and every object but different objects creating a different types of sound. Some sounds are melodious but some sounds are unwanted, we don't want to hear it, right? Like a humming of the mosquitoes near our ears, right? We don't want to hear it. Then the barking of the dogs, we don't want to hear it, they are the unpleasant noise, they are unwanted noise. So each and every object, different objects creating different types of sound. Similarly, the clock is continuously ticking. When at your home there is a complete silent, at that time you can hear a low sound of that the ticking of that the clock. When you want to wake up early in the morning, at that time you set the alarm, so this alarm make a sound and you are able to wake up early in the morning. Okay, so the different objects, different instruments also, not all instruments creating the same sound. Okay, tabla creates a different sound, guitar creates a different sound, harmonium creates a different sound, sitar creates a different sound. Each and every instrument creates or produce their different types of the sound. Some are the melodious one, but some are the unwanted. Okay, so we can also, the one thing is that we know that right now the sound is a form of energy that produces a sensation to hearing, but also sound travels in the form of a wave. Okay, this is the pattern of the wave. It travels in the form of wave which is not visible, right? Air is visible? No, air is not visible, but we sense it, we feel it. Like that the sound is there. Sound also traveled in the form of the wave from one source to the another source. So it is the, and it always requires a one medium. Now what is exactly the medium we will tell you later, but it requires a medium to travel from one position to the another position in the form of the wave. So this is the pattern of the wave. Whenever you see such type of the diagram, so this is called the wave. This is the pattern of the wave, like the hills and at the valleys. Okay, but now the question is that what is a wave? You don't know what is a wave. Now what is the wave? So the wave, see, one example is there. Whenever you throw the something in a water, at that time what happens? The ripples are formed in a water, right? Like that. Here also, the so many ripples are formed. Here also, the so many ripples are formed when the man is playing this ball in that the water. So the ripples are formed here. Okay. Whenever you throw something in that the water, the ripples are formed. So how this forms? Exactly what happens there? No, when you throw something in that the water, it disturbs the one particle of that the water. Okay, this one particle disturbs the nearby particle present in the water. This nearby particle disturb the another third one particle, and so on, and like that the ripples are formed, or also we can say that the waves are formed in that the water. Okay, so what is the wave here now? It is a periodic disturbance in a medium. Periodic means we learn about that the term periodic motion. Periodic motion which repeats after a certain interval of time. Okay, here also the ripples are created at a particular distance at a regular interval of time. Okay, so it is a periodic disturbance in a medium. Here the water is a medium. Solid, liquid, and gases, they all are the mediums, but the vacuum is not medium, because in a vacuum no dust particles, no air molecules, no water molecules are present there. It is a complete blank space, so wave is not able to travel through this vacuum. So always to travel the wave, to travel the sound, the medium must be required there. Okay, so in that case, the water is a medium. So it is a periodic disturbance in a medium that transfer energy from one particle to the another particle. Here also it transfer the energy from one particle to the another particle, and the waves are formed there. So this is the wave. Now, some conditions are too much necessary to produce the sound. So the first important condition is that a vibrating body. The body must be vibrate. If the body is a vibrate, means then only the sound is created. Second one is the medium to travel. This is another one condition for producing the sound. And the third one is the receiver to listen this sound. So these are the three important conditions for producing the sound. One by one we will see it. Now the first is a vibrating body. Now what is the vibration? With the help of the vibration only the sound is produced. So what is the vibration? Vibration is nothing but the to and fro or back and forth motion of an body. We learn about that the vibrational motion or the oscillatory motion, right? The oscillatory motion means to and fro motion. Up and down also is here, to and fro is also there, backward and forward is also there. Okay, so the vibration is the to and fro or the back and forth motion of an object. Sometimes vibrations can be seen, but sometimes it is not seen, it is invisible. So we will see some examples of that. See, whenever the ring bell is ringing, at that time you see the vibration. Okay, See here, the when the bell get rings, at that time you see the vibrations here. Means either when you touch that the bell, you feel that there is a vibration, or you are able to see that there is a vibrations after ringing the bell. But when the harmonium is playing, the vibrations are not visible. Okay, or you can either not feel the vibrations here. So sometimes what happen, in some cases the vibrations are visible, and sometimes they are invisible. Not in each case the vibrations are visible. Okay, so these are the some examples of that. Second one here is that the when you stretch a one string, okay, and you try to pluck this string in between, in the middle, that at that time it also vibrate, it also create a some type of the vibration. It shows the to and fro motion. You can also try it at your home, that tie a one string or a rubber band in between your two fingers, and try to stretch it in between the middle. Then you observe there is a vibration. It shows that fast motion, to and fro motion. Okay, and it also creates a such type of a sound, little bit sound, not a loud sound. It's a small sound for a small duration, but you can hear it, you can feel it, the vibration is there, and due to this vibration only you hear a sound. Now the sound is produced by the different musical instruments. Okay, but not each musical instrument producing the same sound. So the production of sound by musical instrument depend on the type of the instrument. Okay, the sound produced by the tabla is not the same as the sound produced by the guitar, right? Each and every create a different types of the sounds there, like woodwinds instruments. Okay, woodwinds in that all, like a flute, saxophone, bassoon. Okay, they are all the woodwinds instruments which create a sound, which produced a sound when you blow on the top of that instrument. Okay, so they create the sound there. Then the string instruments like violin, cello, then the harp, guitar, they make a sound, they produce a sound when you plucking or strumming the string there. Okay, the strings instruments have the strings. When you pluck these strings, then they produce a sound. They create a strum sound. Similarly, the brass instruments. These are the brass instruments. Some trumpet, then tuba. They are all the brass instruments. They produce a sound when you buzzing your lips while you are blowing. Okay, at the top of that their holes. So they create the different types of the sound. Each and every instrument not create the same sound. Similarly, some instruments produce a sound when you beat it, when you struck it, like a bell, like manjiri, ghatam, etc. Similarly, when you like a drum also, when you take a one plate and you beat it by the spoon, then also it creates a sound. It also creates a some vibration, right? So each and every instrument make a different types of sound depending on the type of that the instrument. Okay, each and everyone create the different types of the sound. Here are some of the musical instrument and their vibrating parts which creates the sound. See here, the veena, the sitar, and the violin, they create a sound by vibrating the by vibrating by stretching the string. Okay, so the vibrating part of that the veena, sitar, and the violin is their string. When you stretch the string, when you plug the string, then only we can hear a sound. Similarly, the tabla, mridang, drum, they produce a sound by stretch their membrane. Okay, then the shehnai, flute, mouth organ, they produce the sound when there is an air column. Air column is another one vibratory part of that the sound. I will tell you later what is the air column exactly here. Okay, so the each and every instrument or the different instrument producing different sounds with the help of their vibrating part of the instrument which are present in that the instrument. Okay, now in the whole in a today's class, what we learn today? We learn about what is the sound. So the sound is a form of energy that produce sensation of hearing. Sound always required one medium to travel it, and the sound travels in the form of the wave. And waves are nothing but the periodic disturbance in a medium that transfers energy from one place to the another place. And the necessary condition for producing the sound is first is a vibrating body, second is the what one is the second is the vibrating body, Then we can say that the receiver is there and one is the medium to travel it, right? So vibration is what? So the vibration is the to and fro or back or forth motion of an object. So what are the different mediums to travel the body, to travel that the sound? What are the listeners are there? We will see in the next class. So today we will stop here.